Okay. First things first. I put in... Uh, I forgot his name. I put in Dudley for the sake of stealing his master course and giving it to Lloyd. I want to leave him again, but I don't know who I need to talk to. I can't fight alongside the rest of you, so I'm going to do my part to make sure everyone in range of operations is evacuated safely. Thanks, Rebecca. So here's everyone from the resistance, I guess you would call it. I don't know who I can talk to change my party. Not Clay, I guess. Hi, Chief Roberts. Once we hack into the tower, we can stop them from jamming our communications. The ship you were in, we may be able to contact them as well. If we manage to do so, we could also petition Jonah for his state again. Good thinking. Jonah would be a tremendous asset right now. That's one more reason to make sure to hack into that tower. I guess maybe I just won't have the chance to get the characters out. I was sure I just needed to talk to someone. And they'd be like, do you want to change your party? Ah, there it is. I just need to talk to Wasi. You know, the downtown district is just past this sector's exit. Maybe we could stop by Trinity for a drink while we're here. Yes, so I don't think Dudley has anything particularly interesting to do around here. But there are some characters, there are some events that can change a little bit depending on which character you have in the party. So I'm just taking a quick look to see what we can expect. Okay, the thing is that there's some dialogue we can get if we have Wasi in the party, and some other dialogue we can get if Noel or Risha is in the party. I may take Randy out. Okay, I'm gonna take Randy out of the party for a minute. It's probably the one that loses the least, that's least integral to the way I'm playing. And, oh, what? Oh, no, we can't take out the main party. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Risha has to be in there. I guess Wasi's just gonna have to hang out in the back. I might just bring him out again then later. There's an event that I kind of wanted to see. This is okay. You can stay there, Wasi. I'm sorry. Here's poor Dudley. I guess we're gonna have to take him when we actually go to the last dungeon. Or the second to last dungeon. Okay. So there are also some things we actually need to do around this area that will make it so we get extra DP at towards the end of the game. So should try not to miss these events. Oh, actually, so one of the first ones that I should do is actually dependent on Wasi. Ah, goddammit, let me just come back in. I wanna see the good events. Or events that make sense, I guess. Sorry, Noel. Because imagine going to the bar, and the Trinity bar, and then not talking to anyone. Sorry, and then not having Wasi in there. That'd be fucking weird. Well, looks like we have some special customers in today. You! Wasi, and the rest of the SSS too. Oh my! I expected to find the Testaments here, but not the Saber Vipers too. So this is where you've all been. Yeah, we've been hashing out what to do about the situation in the city. But forget that, what the hell's up with that janky-ass outfit, Wasi? What about Abbas? Is he with you too? Yeah, settle down. Sorry, sheesh, settle down. One question at a time, boys. Cut him some slack. Your sudden comebacks really throwing these guys for a loop. They are right to be confused. Perhaps we should clarify the circumstances for them. True, but we're gonna be here all day if I have to explain the parts about the church and the Grouse Ritter. I promise I'll give you guys the full story later. Does that work for now? Sure, we'll still need to figure out what's going on outside, though. At the very least, you all seem to have done a good job holding down the fort for Abbas and me. Of course we have. Abbas did promise you guys would come home to us before he left. We couldn't just turn our backs on the neighborhood in the meantime. Don't think us Saber Vipers were doing any of this for you, though, Wasi. No matter what's happened so far, we want Wall to have a place to come back to when it's all over. That's nice. Who was it that said that? Oh, it was Dino that said that. I wasn't paying attention. The downtown district is our home just as much as it is yours. Though, Jed and them aren't really on board with that yet. That's so. Well, thanks for pitching in anyway. Really coming into your own, Dino. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's a little sweet on Ellie, too. Back to the matter at hand, I have yet to see any sign of those monsters here in the downtown district. He's embarrassed, but he's also sweet on Ellie. It should be fine for us to leave this area in the Testaments and Saber Viper's care. Yeah, you're probably right. That wraps things up here, then. We should be going. Keep watching over Trinity and the neighborhood a little while longer for me, alright? You can count on us. Go crazy out there. Then at Nain Valley, we can actually purchase some crazy armor. Surprised you're in one piece. You look like you're doing well, actually. Or rather, you don't seem the least bit fazed by what's going on outside. I had my suspicions that something like this might happen, you know, with the magic armor and blue fog. For the record, I've been giving Dudley and the others a hand with their little underground resistance club. Oh, thanks. And not that you're any stranger to working with underground organizations, are you, actually? You can say that again? As long as I can turn a profit, I'm not complaining. We're actually in the middle of some emergency prep in case it really hits the fan soon. Now that we're here, it's about to. I pulled some real top-shelf stuff out of the warehouse for this. If you need anything, just ask Jingo. So interesting stuff. We can get Divine Claw. A single Divine Claw. This is used to craft some of the most powerful armor. Sorry, the most powerful armor in the game. You can make one per character, and each of them needs a Divine Cloth plus extra U material. So you need like 60 U material per character if you want to outfit them in all this stuff, and the armor is specifically for the character. So screw that. So you can also make better boots from the rigid gears that you could buy in the shop. It's just the last upgrade for the weapons. I guess the weapons that we've been finding in the... Oh no. These aren't the weapons that we've been finding in the dungeons. These are just the last stuff that we bought. I should compare it with the other one. But I don't really want it, to be honest. See you guys, you're safe. You managed to rendezvous with Dudley and the others yet? We did, luckily enough. Thanks again for sprucing Berserker up for me, old man. Things seriously saved my ass while I was out of the city. Good to hear. Better make sure you keep its weak points in check. If that monster of a rifle ever breaks, I can't guarantee I'll be able to fix it in 2 shakes. Keep that in mind. As long as you know what you're dealing with, that's good enough for me. We don't know what kind of tricks the President has hiding up his sleeves. You folk are gonna want to keep your weapons properly maintained. I'll come to you when we need help. We don't have enough resources for it. We must eat the President. Umbrellas, how are you doing? That's all the important stuff we can see over here. Let me check if the Saber Viper hideout has anyone in here. Oh, it does. Oh yeah, they were just commenting that Jed wasn't up to helping out with the blue whatevers. Oh, you've been sick? Sure to hear that. Did you at least get a long weekend? Since it's Memorial weekend over here, so hopefully you get an extra free day. Oh, you usually have Monday off already. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't have anything to do today. Sometimes the schedules don't line up. I forgot there were just monsters roaming the streets. No, my schedule is usually the most normal, like Monday to Friday. Usually have the weekends off. I was actually thinking about it, like starting the stream earlier, and then I just ended up watching random streams online, so I didn't wasted half the day that way. And then like SGDQ is up right now, so like, a lot of people are watching that. Anyway, if you talk to Shanshan here with Rixie and the party, you should have a little event. Risha, is that really you? Where have you been? I've been worried sick. Shanshan, I'm sorry for causing you so much concern. Yeah, you'd better be sorry, you big dummy. Still, thanks goodness I got to see you again. Wah. Wah. Don't cry, Shanshan. What do you mean, don't cry? You expect me to not miss my best friend in the world? I'll hate you forever and ever if you leave without saying anything again. You got that? I can't apologize enough, Shanshan. Thank you for being patient with me. Bracers Guild should be something over there. Oh, they just respawn when you go into buildings. Great. Hey, they're all hanging out. The SSS? What the hell are you doing here? Wah. We haven't seen any of you since the day Croix was made president. Good to see you're still in one piece. It's been a while, hasn't it? We came in to ask what Arius was doing, and then he kidnapped her daughter. So, we're glad to see you're all okay. That goes double for us. Ah, my sweet little Tio has finally come back to me. You realize this isn't the time for small talk, right? We all miss each other, but you know what I miss more? Some good intel. Now get over here and dish. Nice. We're up for it if you are. So that's what you've been up to. We didn't have a clue of what to make of the situation, but this helps clear things up. My mind was racing all over the place when I heard a red ion had suddenly showed up on the West Highway too. But it was actually the Bride Gang, huh? Go figure. And then there's Heiyue, the CGF resistance force helping out at the East and North Gates. It seems you've been calling in quite a few favors, haven't you? What can I say? We're a popular bunch. We got So the magic golems in the city haven't been attacking citizens? I was gonna say, we have like an endgame situation. But just with 2 games. Everyone's coming in. We've been on the alert and patrolling around the area for anyone who might have gotten locked out. But as far as we can tell, there hasn't been a single instance of those walking suits of metal attacking a citizen. Then the President must have control over them, after all. In a way, that's actually a bit of a relief. That doesn't mean all the people trapped indoors aren't scared out of their minds, though. Lloyd's right, the longer this goes on, the harder it's going to be to guarantee the public's safety. I hear you, the guild can't just sit on its hand on this. As far as we're concerned, civilians are in danger. That's why we're going to help you break into Orchis Tower and arrest Croix's sorry butt. Oh, thanks. Much appreciated. It'll be heartening to have the guild's cooperation. It's time for a civil war. There's just one thing. I bet anything that Arius is waiting up in that tower. It's time for a revolt. He's probably got Maribel and that ogre with him too. Not that this is any news to you, but if you break in there, you're going to be in for the fights of your lives. Believe us, we know. No matter the barriers that stand in our way, we have no choice but to overcome them. Well, alright. As long as you know what you're getting yourselves into. Just give us a ring when it's go time. We'll be preparing until we hear from you. Will do. See you later. Restrictions have been getting tighter since the declaration of invalidity. We're making do with whatever medical supplies we have in the city for anyone who can't be transported to St. Ursula. I still don't know why they don't have a hospital in the city proper. Like, it's crazy that you need to bus someone across monster-infested territory for treatment every time. Someone didn't think too hard about city planning. Something weird happened while I was patrolling outside earlier. I could swear I sensed someone familiar. Could it have been... Nah, there's no way. Forget I said anything. I'm actually not super sure who she's talking about. These magic golems Croix has deployed are going to be a headache and a half. We'll need to take every precaution to ensure no civilians are harmed during this liberation mission. Anyone in the fishing guild? Hey, would you look at that? Here's certain. First we couldn't leave the city, and now we can't even leave the darn building. I miss fishing. We can't fish, so all I can do to pass the time is repair our gear. So funnily enough, the the Imperial Fishing Club ended up in the Fishing Guild's little hut, and the Fishing Guild got their office back. I sure hope our Morika's alright. Don't fish in your own fish tank, please. I'm sure Kronk and the others will be alright. Old Man Morse. I'm worried for the safety of our street vendors. Many of them insisted on keeping their businesses open even after martial law was declared, so I didn't protest. It's my fault they won't end up stranded. If anything were to happen to them, it would be my responsibility alone. Roy and Grandpa told me to stay up here. I'm so scared. Your Grandpa and Roy are standing watch outside. They won't let those scary things get to us. So don't you worry, Mailing. You've got nothing to be afraid of. Okay. Is there anything left in the street? Oh, actually... Did I bring... No, I didn't. God damn it. Let me just get some events out of the way. There's one that has Noel that I want to do over there. And I don't have Noel in the party. However, there's also an event that's in the church that needs Wasi in the party. So I'm just gonna do that and then take him out and bring Noel back. Oh, nice. There isn't weird blue fog over here. I'll never forgive the President for bringing out the weird golems. How could he? Just checking to see if I can find anyone. That blue barrier is finally gone, but now we've got monsters roaming the city. Ever since the Declaration of Independence, fewer and fewer people have been visiting the cemetery. Still, the least I can do to maintain the headstones is keep this place clean. Excuse me, but would you happen to know who this grave belongs to? Oh shit. Are we actually finally gonna get an answer? You mean he never mentioned it? I suppose there's no harm in telling you. Maybe he had his reasons, but I don't think he'll mind too much. Oh, I think this might be something that you had to do if you wanted some extra DP. Pardon? You implying we know this dude? Well, before they were weathered away, the surnames in this inscription read Grimwood. This is the final resting place of the family Ian Grimwood tragically lost. Mr. Grimwood's family? Is that true? Family. 15 years ago, Ian Grimwood lost his wife and 2 children to a horrible accident. On the weekends, he comes here to pay respects to his family. The elements may have eroded the gravestone over time, but he prays all the same. I offered to repair it, but he said that maintaining it the way it is now was enough. Old Grizzly Grim has been through so much. Yeah, you actually do need to do that event, or an important event later in this chapter. Hello. How's it going, Archbishop Eralda? Nice to properly meet you. So this is the truth, is it, Wasi Hemisphere? All this time you were one of them. I had been so blinded by Rhys Argent's arrival that I failed to notice what was right beneath my nose. Only the Congregation for the Sacraments would devise something so devious. You're right, so allow me to formally apologize on the congregation's behalf. As for the matter at hand, I must take responsibility for having spurned your intervention for so long. After what I've allowed Crossbell to become, I deserve not your apology, but your admonishment instead. Archbishop Eralda? Wow, people in power assuming responsibility for their actions? How could it be? The man's hard ass even on himself. I always understood why you refused considering your position. That said, I'd appreciate it if you could turn a blind eye to what we're doing here from now on. Don't push it, Wazzy. So much for being discreet. I will take it under consideration. There is much I must reflect upon with a clear mind, my past actions included. I mean, all he did was just nod lead. That's how you can tell it's a work of fiction. I mean, it's not like he did something horrible. Like, he was just like, you guys are weird secret society knights. I don't want you working in my turf. You guys are fucked up. I don't trust you. And I got the authority to just kick you out, so I'm going to. It just turns out that there's another secret society and weird conspiracy going on that they're trying to fix. Lloyd, Ellie, Sister Marble, it's good to know you're safe. And it's been a while since I've talked to any of my professors from even university. Never mind high school or primary school. We're sorry to have worried you. Oh, don't be ridiculous. All that matters is that you're all alive and well. Sometimes, like, talking to this NPC reminds me of that, and I feel a little bit bad. What about Kia? Do you have her with you? No. That's part of the reason we're here. Not quite, no. We know where she is, but she's a prisoner of the state / their biggest weapon. Is that so? Then my worries have yet to end. But this isn't about me alone. All of Crossbell is caught in an inextricable situation right now. Be careful out there, everyone. Okay. Let's get Noelle in the party so we can do that little event in Acacia's apartment. I like Noelle better, so... Oh! God damn it. It wasn't this one. I should have taken out Risha. This one is for Wasi, this one is for Noelle. Ah! Noelle, is that you? Thank ideas you're okay, Mom. I'm so relieved to see you. I'm so mad they just have them standing next to each other. You too, sweetie. It's been so long. You know I have faith in you, but I was starting to get worried. The Defense Force must have been keeping you too busy to come home, right? Well, about that, I was just kind of embarrassed to come back because I betrayed all my friends. Don't worry, dear. I know things have been complicated for everyone in this mess Croy started. I also heard that Fran was discharged from the hospital. Are both of my daughters working with you, Detective? That's right, ma'am. They're in good hands, and we couldn't do what we're doing without their support. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. You'll be hearing no complaints from me. I want you and your sister to take the path you each think is right, Noelle. Choose one that will let you march on without any regrets. And I'm sure your father will be watching from Idios' kingdom with pride. Be well, Mom. God damn it. I'm just making this way more complicated than it needs to be. Wasi, you're back! Hey, Aisel. Been a while. What's with the getup? And where's Abbas? That's a long story, one best saved for another occasion. I'll be sure to give you and the boys the skinny eventually. The skinny? For now, keep that sister and kid brother of yours safe. Sure. And yeah, now probably isn't the best time. Still, I'm glad you're alright, Wazzy. Likewise. Catch you later, Aisel. Okay. So we've done everything in downtown, everything on East Street. Should be something on the Harbor District. Oh, there's something... Okay. There are some events that I have to do, and I don't remember where any of them are. So, just really need to guide myself with the walkthrough. Second floor? Hey, it's the SSS. Good to see you're all safe. I'm usually not allowed to come up here. Grace let us in about the situation you're in, but don't worry, our lips are sealed. While we have you, though, would you be up to swap a little info on what's going on out there? We'd love to. Well, I'll be damned. You guys aren't really planning to break into Orchid's tower? Pull that off, and you might actually be able to topple this authoritarian regime. No complaints from me, though. Just when I thought it'd be easier to get around, this lockdown order went into place. Not to mention, all our comms have been jammed ever since that blue mist appeared in the city. So it's even affecting normal orbital communications. The mist must be emitting some sort of wave that interferes with the signal. One more reason to take care of it quick. Otherwise, the city's gonna get more and more restless until chaos breaks out. I hate to say it, but you're right. By the way, are you three the only ones in the office right now? Where's Ryan? Was that the name of Grace's partner? The rest of our staff got stranded while they were out on assignment. Thankfully, though, we've been able to get in touch with almost all of them. All of them except for Ryan's, that is. He's the only one we've lost contact with. We don't have a clue where he is or how he's holding up at the moment. Okay. He is kind of important, compared to the other NPCs that we never talk to. That said, he's bound to still be someplace within city limits. I just hope he doesn't take after Grace and do something reckless. To be fair, he's proven he knows how to handle himself, so I'm not too worried. Okay, we'll be gearing up to report on all of this when the news breaks. Until then, gotta speed on the operation. Failure's not an option here. Somebody's gotta put a stop to this tyranny, one way or another. Right, Ryan's is missing. Grace is probably worried about him, too. We should try to keep an eye out. So, this triggers a little event you can do in the East Street. So let's go back to Long Lao Inn. Should be an exit towards the back. I'm actually not sure where though. Ah, right. I'd forgotten about this. ... Tio, is something bothering you? This bush looks mighty suspicious. It was faint, but I sensed something over in that direction. My apologies, I don't believe it should be any cause for concern. Well, alright. There's a hole leading into the darkness behind the wooden planks against the wall. That definitely looks like it leads somewhere. A section of the geofront, perhaps. These planks don't seem to be secured to anything. Think whatever you sensed earlier is in here, Tio? I believe so, yes. Somebody's hiding in there. Should we go inside and look? Check inside. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to check, just in case. This will give you 2 extra DP. So this passage really does connect to the geofront. We appear to be in part of the D sector. The presence I detected has gotten stronger. That being said, I can only sense a single person down here. They're waiting beyond this door. There's no room for doubt. You suppose this is a warehouse or something? There's some glazing on the door we can't look through. I can't say either way, but at least we have a convenient way to check. Let's see if we can assess the situation from out here before making any moves. Right, that's correct. Yes, Colonel. I called you what? Oh, sorry about that, Director. Force of habit. Wait, I think I recognize him. Is that Rhymes, the reporter from the Crossbell Times? What could he be doing here? Is that the SSS over there? Mind coming inside for a chat? How do you know? Damn, that was fast. So much for being sneaky. Never mind that. I think we should listen to what he has to say. Just don't let your guards down. So Rhymes, or Rains, or whatever, it's actually a character from Trails in the Sky. I believe he was a character in Trails in the Sky. He's at least talking to one. Got it in one. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you guys. If anything, I'm surprised to see you here. Like, right now I'm not remembering if, like, he's used as a reference for stuff that happened back there, or if he was actually a character that appeared. We were thinking just the same about you, Rhynes. It seems you wear quite a few hats. Junior reporter and photographer for the Crossbell Times, Grace's partner, those are the same hat. I think what she's getting at is that there's more to you than meets the eye. So cut the act, buddy. Who are you, really? You didn't bail when you noticed us. Probably means you're ready to spill the beans, right? Of course, but just so you know, the Rhynes you know was never an act at all. This is the way I really am. Anyway, the truth of the matter is that I work for a private intelligence agency. Intelligence agency? It's a company called RNA Research. We're based in Liberal Kingdom. RNA Research? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Well, we've only just been established, so we're really nothing special. But I suppose Director Richard's famous enough to get people talking about us. Richard? You wouldn't by any chance mean the former colonel of the Royal Army? You know who he's talking about, Ellie? Yes, his name is Alan Richard. He was the commander of Liberal's intelligence division as well as the orchestrator behind the attempted coup d'etat 2 years ago. He was the one responsible for that? Yes, though I also heard he helped resolve the Liberal incident the very next year. Her Majesty Queen Alicia then formally pardoned him as a show of gratitude. So that's what happened. And after that, he used his experience to establish his own research company. Sounds like a man of many talents, to say the least. Dang, you really know your stuff. Guess the SSS is a pretty good intelligence network going too. That's just Ellie. Ellie being the most knowledgeable of the group. Shouldn't be too hard to figure out my role in this mess from there, huh? I think I can do the math. Why reveal this to us, though? Honestly, because I wouldn't mind establishing a working relationship with you guys. Might come in handy. The way I see it, this little talk needed to happen sooner or later. Oh, but I should let you know. Nobody at CNS is in on any of this. Not even Grace. Sorry to put you on the spot, but could you do me a favor and keep this to yourselves? From what we've heard, you and your firm seem to be a third party as far as the situation in Crossbell is concerned. As long as you're not causing trouble, we don't have any intention of leaking your identity. Thanks, I was hoping you'd say that. I do still have one question, however. Mobile communications have been jammed since that blue mist appeared in the city. How is it that your equipment is still able to function properly? Oh, this thing? It's affected, sure, but it still produces a pretty strong long-distance signal. Thanks to the mist, though, the furthest it can reach is just past Crossbell's borders. Luckily, that's all I needed. The director just happened to be on a business trip to Altair. He was the one on the other end of the line. Well, fancy that. I'm impressed you managed to touch base at all in the middle of this fiasco. Well, we're on the topic. That comms device behind you looks like the kind that's got built-in encryption features. That's some military-grade equipment you're sneaking around with, pal. You sure have a sharp eye. Still, I think this is pretty basic compared to what an army would use. What's important is that it's good enough to avoid being intercepted by the defense force. Though, cramming all that efficiency into one device means it costs more than I could ever afford on my salary. That's why I don't move the thing unless I absolutely have to. The vice director would turn me a new one if I broke it. So again, I would really appreciate it if you'd keep this place on the down low. That does make sense, given that your agency is privately run. Well, you know how it is. Even my problems have problems. Anyway, I think that about wraps things up. Sorry for taking so much of your time. I'm going to stay here and contact as many people on the outside as I can. You make sure to be careful, okay guys? And good luck infiltrating Orchis Tower. Wait, I don't remember telling you about that. Whatever. We're short on time, so we should get moving. Good luck to you too, Rhines. Keep an eye out so you don't get caught again. I'll try my best. How do the rest of you feel about this RNA research? I don't know. They sound pretty legit to me. I wouldn't expect anything less from an agency established by Alan Richard. I like the way she says that. It's like, I wouldn't expect anything else from named party character of previous game. Well, there's no time to stand around speculating what they're after here. Let's focus on our preparations. We've got a tower to infiltrate. Okay, let me see what's next up on the list. I think we've done not all the stuff, but most of the stuff that gives us extra points. There might be another one around West Street. Or that, there's some interesting stuff in Central Street. Actually, I kind of want to take... I want to take Wasi out of the party again. The SSS? Lloyd, you're alright. By the skin of my teeth, yeah. Some of the other members of the CPD gave us the rundown on what's going on. You guys are working to take care of this whole mess, right? Thank Ideos somebody is. Oh, and just so you know, we want to do whatever we can to help too. Yes, you're welcome to use our services whenever you like. Just make sure to stay safe out there. So that means we can use this to upgrade our slots. They're all upgraded. Right, I completely forgot about this. Buy Robocard parts. I'm pretty sure you get something from getting all of them. So I completely forgot to ever use these. They're kind of pointless for the most part. But this is our last chance to actually customize the car. So we might do it one last time for fun. Also, Master Quartz. Do I care enough about this? They're way too expensive. I think I'm just gonna leave them there. I think we have one more chance to buy them, so let's see how much money we can make in the meantime. Hello. Miss Ellie and the SSS. What are you all doing here? Martial law hasn't ended, has it? No, unfortunately not. I was afraid of that. How has the department store been managing, Neston? For our customers' request, we were keeping our doors open for as long as we could after martial law was declared yesterday. I mean, we're the reason there's martial law. But then came the mist. From there, staff and customers alike began to take shelter in here. All of us have been trapped ever since. Oh, I wonder if we can... I wonder if there are other people here that we can talk to. Any interesting NPC? Also, please take this. Thank you, Neston. You're much too kind to us. Now, you can buy food if you want. Or ingredients, rather. I'm pretty sure we're going to need to use this later. Let me just buy some in case this becomes difficult later on. Oh boy. I'm a big ball of anxiety right now. Being with Southwark helps me calm down, though. Oh, lucky you. Southwark. I love that name. Okay, we already have these. No need to go buying newspapers. Weird. I thought we'd been out for longer. New shoes. Don't need them. You said that people were taking... we're taking shelter here, but I only see like two customers. I so should have gone home. Maybe in the rooftop? Nope. I think that guy up front just lied to us. Anyone in the restaurant? Did the government intend for this to happen? All the crazy stuff going on in the city? Why don't they give us more warning about it? Things wouldn't have turned out half as chaotic. You never left in the whole fucking game. I think you were here in fucking Trails from Zero. Have you ever stepped away from this chair? Do you, like, sleep and do your business here? I go to the restroom for one moment and suddenly this blue mist has us stranded. What in the world is going on here? Okay, at least you used this place restroom. More importantly, what are those giant mechanical knights patrolling the city? Are they supposed to be protecting us from Ereboni and Calvard? I'd say we deserve an explanation for this. Mimi and I want to pick up Abel from work, but then this terrifying mist forces us to take shelter here. Those odd mechanical creatures can recognize citizens, so there's no risk they'll attack us. But even still, I can't describe how terrifying it is when one of the things glances my way. No one up there. I'm convinced this character has never left this spot, ever. We can probably buy weapons from here, right? Well, I'll be. It's good to see you kids in here for once. Hello, Gerard. I hope you've been doing well. You're a sight for sore eyes. Hard at work, I take it. By the by, some of your friends at the CPD clued me into what's going on. Things may have gone off the deep end, but I still managed to get some new stock for you guys. They're nothing too fancy, but go ahead and give them a look. Just check this. We already owned it. Yeah, we don't need any of this. I think everyone that needed a weapon has one. So we're gonna get an event. We finally made it back to our old SSS headquarters. We're gonna get an event when we walk in, I believe. Yeah, it's good to be home. Something's missing. I think that earlier was the cutscene from the end of the last game.
たっぷりある。たくさん食べて早めに休んで明日に備えよう。いただきます。
Why is Risha reminiscing? What are you reminiscing about?
まだ1ヶ月くらいしか経っていませんけど。でも思ったよりも荒らされていませんね。
I should have brought Wazzy in here.
てっきり国防軍の捜索が入っているかと思いましたが。
ひょっとしてキアへの配慮があるのかもしれない。大統領サイドにとってあの子はあまりに重要な存在だ。
I messed up. She's super out of place. I love it.
場所を荒らして機嫌を損ねたくないのかもしれない。
なるほどね。
なんか露骨ですが、変わってないのは嬉しいです。
Cop is here. Oh, but you don't need to fit. You don't need to fit.
そう、無事でいてくれたのね。
Sorry, you don't need to feed the cat this chapter, or at least this day. You'll have to do it later, but not this time.
そう、お疲れ様。少し留守にしていただけです。またきっと戻ってきます。
なんて言ってるんだ。
どうやらあれからずっとここで暮らしていたみたいで。
He's been waiting for his food.
私たち同居人のことも一応気にかけてくれたようです。
そっか。
I like that we're not his owners, we're his roommates.
猫にしては珍しいくらい律儀ね。
Cats will be cats.
せっかくですからキャットフードの用意をしておきましょうか。
Aw. Cub was really scarfing it down. It would seem he missed the taste of cat food. He supposedly hunted his own prey while we were away. Damn, really? What a badass. I'm not surprised. Cub took care of himself long before we moved in. Okay, I don't think there's events in the rooms. Except for one of them. Wait, look at this. What? That overgrown cue ball? Never seen a rock so shiny and white before. So this event is the equivalent to Kia's bonding event. You only get it if you have enough bond points with her, and if during that intermission you did her little minigame that had you find like these little pearl balls in the beach. If memory serves, you gave this to Kia as a present at Michelin, correct? We had a little competition for finding white stones. I found this big lug and gave it to Kia as a keepsake. Do you suppose she simply forgot it here? Lloyd picked up the white stone. What the fuck? It's a goodbye letter. Could that have been Kia? No doubt. But how? My senses tell me that the stone was imbued with some of Kia's residual emotions, as if her hesitation and sorrows were packed into it by force. Kia. How could they push her this far? We can't hesitate. This stone is just another reminder of that fact. Kia has been suppressing these feelings since the day we lost her. What they're putting her through can't go on, not for another second. That's right, nothing could justify the burden they've placed on her. We're finding our way to Keto and setting things right. If they want to stop us, let them try. We won't rest until we bring her back, smiling face and all. It's time to roll, everyone. Wait for us, Kia. We're coming. Received Divine Zero Orb. I don't think you can take this to New Game Plus, but it should be a pretty powerful accessory. Boosts all stats except for speed by 50 and prevents all ailments. Who would benefit from having this? I think I should give it to either Ellie or Tio for the extra arts damage. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so that should be the last event we can get at the SSS building. Now, let's go somewhere where Risha is a bit more relevant, shall we? Let me stop by the Imelda building. By the back... What's it even called? The back alley. Just want to check on people here. Hi, Imelda. Are you still a little goblin? If it isn't the SSS. Things are about to get a lot more entertaining around here, now that you've made it back into the city. It's good to see you again too, Imelda, but you do realize this isn't just for fun and games, so that our lives are on the line, right? I would suggest that you stay indoors if you value your safety. I know. As far as I'm concerned, I have the best seat in the house right here. Now do me a favor and put our dear Mr. President in his place. And I still can't afford any of these. Damn. Those monsters haven't wandered into the back alley yet, it seems. I'm not sure exactly how dangerous it is in the city, but you're welcome to take shelter here if you need to. Yeah, here's the barker that's usually outside. If I can't bark, then I might as well take things easy and dog it. Nice. That's a cute pun. What am I going to do now? How am I supposed to get home? There is another NPC that's never left her seat. Our club was closed because of martial law, so I came to Eric's and drank myself to sleep. Wait, what's everyone else doing in here? Is something going on outside? Yeah, Imelda is very powerful. Is there anything we can check here? It's locked. You doubt there's anyone inside. Is that the special sports section? It's good to see you're both safe and sound. Is the rest of the theater here too? Yes, all of our staff and performing members have been accounted for. They're in the middle of rehearsal on the newly reconstructed stage, as it so happens. Oh, the show must go on. The sudden declaration of martial law and lockdown stunned us all, of course. But the troupe came together and agreed to stay here and practice, rather than return home. I see, that's very admirable of you. ... Wait a minute, Risha, is that you over there? Has she been just like hiding behind Randy? Why, so it is. It's been quite some time. I'm glad to hear you're all doing well. Not half as glad as we are to see you, Risha. Thank goodness you've returned. I understand you have circumstances you'd rather not discuss, but would you, perhaps, like to watch the troupe rehearse? Everyone, especially Sully, has been practicing their absolute hardest these past several weeks. They have they? I suppose I could spare some time. Go ahead, Risha. Wow. That's a new scene they added to Golden Sun Silver Moon, right? Look at Sully go. The SSS? Why, I don't believe my... Risha, is that you? Risha? So many gasps. It is her. The one and only. There's no mistaking it. This was the final bit of good news we needed. Everyone, I'm so sorry. I see. You're working with the SSS now, then. I am. I'm sorry I can't tell you anything more than that quite yet. Once we put an end to this, however, I promise to return an answer for my actions. Oh, Risha, what do you look so hard-pressed for? Huh? He's right, this is a happy occasion. No one said you needed to be sullen about it. Yeah, it's a waste of a beautiful face, you know? Pie, Celine, Nikolai. Is red pie. Whatever your reasons may be, do what you have to and return to us as soon as you can. Here, here. I, for one, look forward to sharing the stage with you once more. Theodore, Eugene. And don't worry about your costume. I'll have it ready for when you make your big comeback. The set will be better than ever by then, too. You can bet on that. Carelia, Heinz. It's been so long. I'm sorry, Sully. There's something I've been wanting to tell you, Risha. Arkansas is where you belong. I have no idea what kind of burden you've been hiding from us. But this theater, it's like home, a place to come back to. For you, for Ilya, and for me. Oh, Sully, that's why no matter what happens, I'm going to keep this place standing. So please. I know, you don't have to say any more, Sully. Don't worry, I'm going to return one day, and that's a promise. Good, I'm going to hold you to that, you know? You better swear it. Cross your heart and hope to die. I swear. I'm happy for you, Risha. Thank you for this, Lloyd, but I think we should be going. I don't want to distract them from the rehearsal. Not to mention, we have our own mission to worry about. Yeah, you're right. I guess I'm not allowed to explore. She is still in the hospital, but she woke up. She had a conversation with us, and she's basically... She gave us the message that sort of let us recruit Risha, I guess you could say. That said, she might never be able to walk or dance again. Though that's not letting her... That's not keeping her down. She's just gonna throw herself at her physiotherapy and try to get back into it some way or another. Everyone was very impressed with her. Okay, these look like all nameless NPCs that got stuck. You're not charging them, right? Our current guests were provided the rooms at zero cost. That alone is proof enough that how do you pronounce that? Letitia truly cares for people above profits. It fills me with pride to work for someone like her. We couldn't ask for a finer manager. Neat. Pardon me, but you're with the CPD, aren't you? We are. Would you mind giving us an update on the situation here? Of course, our hotel is currently housing some extended guests, as well as others who are forced to take refuge here. Fortunately, we have enough food to last us about a month or so if it comes down to it. But even then, it's difficult to feel secure when the government has left us completely in the dark. We've managed to keep the unrest to a minimum, but there's no guarantee on how long that will last. I like that they actually just answer you, like, are you charging for customers? And they just have an NPC telling you, like, no, they're here for free. Can we ask you to keep things under control for a little while longer? Of course, be careful, other officers. Thank you. Actually, can we rest for free, or are you gonna charge me? You are gonna fucking charge me. Motherfucker! So it's free for everyone else, but not for the police officers? No lie, I'm terrified, but at least Galetti and Elinda didn't get caught up in this. Mr. Rigg is doing everything he can, so I need to keep it together too. So you're not allowed to gamble. Can you buy anything new? Oh, you can buy U materials. I only have 300 tokens. Did she say that Drake was here? Oh, sure enough. Martial law was just a load of hooey, so instead I came to Barca to have some fun. How was I supposed to know I get stuck here? I bet the old bag is worried sick about me too. I don't think I know who you're married with, so I can't check with her. Sorry. Well, look who we have here. Been a while, Drake. You seem like you're holding up alright. So you look like you'd be fine walking around, so I'm gonna charge you if you want to stay here. Last I heard, you joined up with the Resistance in Mines. It's good to see you return with the SSS. Has the casino suffered any damage? Not as of yet, no. I urge you to be careful, should you plan on going back outside. Was there anything in the residential district? Actually, don't think so. Did I miss something? I guess I'm just gonna go around talking to people. How about the Hayworths? Are they here at home, or I guess they'd still be at Armorica Village, right? Right, that's where they were in the first place, and they probably didn't have a chance to move back in. God damn it! Can I just run away? Can I just run away? There we go. The special support section. Lady Ellie, you're okay. Helmer, Joanna, I'm home. I'm sorry for worrying you both. Shakes head furiously. I was gonna do it, and then I remembered I had my freaking headphones. Your safety has been the only thing on our minds, lady. My lady, ever since Master Harry's declaration of invalidity. It is truly a relief to see you again. Thank you, Helmer. But unfortunately, I won't be able to stay. There's something I must take care of, no matter the cost. Can I trust the two of you to continue watching the estate? But of course, my lady. Lady Ellie, everyone, please be careful. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here. Now, West Street. There should be something here. Or maybe it's later. Hard to say. Hello. Never in my wildest nightmares could I imagine something like this. Pictures. I need to take as many photos so I can document what we're seeing. Oh, I think Ponce is one of the CNS people. Crossbell News Service. Anyway, let's just go up to Ilya's apartment and see if there's anyone here. Nope, door's locked. Shit's locked, bro. Those monsters out there haven't been breaking into any buildings, fortunately. That doesn't make them any less frightening, though. Let's see, can we find Auntie Lady? Is that you, Lloyd? Where in heaven's name have you been? Do you know if Cecile's alright? We haven't seen her in weeks. Calm down, Auntie Lady. I know it's been a while, but one question at a time. Don't worry about Cecile. She's been doing fine, other than all the work she has at the hospital. Oh, thank Idios she's okay. You have no idea how relieved I am that you've come back to us. Stay here and wait things out in our apartment. It's much too dangerous to go outside. Thanks for the offer, but there's something me and the SSS have to do. Something important. In the meantime, I need you to stay here until things are safe, okay? Me and my friends have to topple the government. Well, alright, I understand, but promise me you'll be careful. If anything were to happen to you, I don't know what I'd do. We'll see you again later. I don't really want to talk to everyone. Okay. I was just looking for a very specific pair of pink, pink heads. They weren't here. Lloyd, is that you? Oscar, thank Idios you're alright. Yeah, we're hanging in there. How have you guys been holding up? Wait, I thought you were... Wait, what? Wait, I thought you were on the lam, Lloyd. What gives? About that, it's kind of a long story. Anyway, just a heads up. You and the rest are probably going to want to stay here in the bakery until the situation blows over. Got it. I have no idea what's going on, but I'll take your word for it. Watch each other's backs, okay? Oops. Where's Bennett? Bennett! I locked the door. Sorry, I locked the back door just to be safe. Those monsters look dangerous, but they don't seem to attack us average citizens. Doesn't make them any less creepy, though. Morgus. We haven't attracted many customers since martial law was declared, so we're using this downtime to develop new kinds of bread. Hard to ignore what's happening outside, though. I wish I knew what was going on.